The central narrative defines the story we are telling about ginger. Our angle must be one of responsible enthusiasm, positioning ginger as a valuable multitasking spice with legitimate, scientifically supported benefits, while grounding the discussion firmly in reality. Our core editorial angle is ginger, your powerful kitchen ally, not a miracle cure. This theme should be consistently reinforced throughout the piece. The balanced, well-grounded perspective found in the Alexandra Patillo New York Times article serves as an excellent model, highlighting both the promise and the necessary cautions associated with ginger. The following key messages must be woven throughout the narrative. Ginger's true power lies in its bioactive compounds, particularly gingerols, shogalls, paradols, and zingerone. Its most significant benefits for nausea, inflammation, and digestion are strongly supported by scientific research. Regular moderate consumption in food and tea is the safest and most recommended way to reap its general wellness benefits. High-dose supplements carry potential risks and side effects and should be approached with caution, ideally with medical guidance. This narrative provides the foundation for a clear and compelling article structure.
Hey, yeah, you. Come on in. Get comfortable. I've got a story for you. And it's my story. You probably know me for that spicy, warm kick I bring to your favorite dishes, right? Or maybe that cozy feeling from a hot cup of tea. But you know, that's just one tiny chapter in a really, really long book. Before I ever landed in your kitchen, I was a world traveler, journeying across vast oceans and ancient empires. My story? Well, it starts a long, long time ago. So picture this, thousands and thousands of years ago. The world was this giant, beautiful tapestry of lands that weren't even on maps yet. That's where my story kicks off. It's a tale that smells like the old spice roots, you can almost hear the whispers of ancient wisdom, and it's all about my journey, finding my place in it all. I first sprouted up in the warm, lush soils of Southeast Asia. That's my birthplace. From there, I started my travels. The ancient healers in India and China, they were the first ones who really got me. They made me a cornerstone of Ayurvedic and Chinese medicine. We're talking more than 5,000 years ago. Before long, I was a pretty big deal, a prized commodity carried along these incredible, sometimes dangerous trade routes. I eventually made my way to the busy markets of Greece and Rome. And now, well, here I am, with you. But that long journey through history, it eventually led me to a place I'm sure you know very well. Your kitchen. And honestly, this is the part of my story where I really get to shine, where I can just be myself, your go-to culinary sidekick. Oh, I'm a total multitasker. 1 minute I'm the fiery soul of a curry, the next time that zesty spark in a stir fry. Or maybe I'm just that comforting warmth in your mug of tea on a chilly day. From that sweet gingerbread that makes your whole house smell amazing to those tangy pickles that make your mouth water, I absolutely love showing off how versatile I can be. I'm not just bringing flavor, I'm bringing a little piece of my ancient, vibrant spirit to every single dish. So yeah, my work in the kitchen, that's my public face. It's loud, it's proud, and hey, it's pretty delicious, right? But what you might not know is that behind the scenes, I've always had this other job, a much quieter calling. This next part, this is the secret that those ancient healers knew all about. It's about the quiet, gentle work I do on the inside, long after the last bite is gone. Okay, so let me show you my secret weapon. See, my power comes from these amazing little compounds called gingerols and shogalls. They're what give me that signature spicy kick you know and love. But they're also the source of my antioxidant and anti-inflammatory superpowers. Just think of them as my tiny but mighty team of helpers. So what do these little helpers actually do? Well, they're fantastic at calming the choppy waters of a stormy stomach. That's exactly why so many people reach for me during pregnancy or before a bumpy car ride. They also help get things moving in your digestive system, which can really help with that uncomfortable, bloated feeling. And they go to work gently soothing that fiery feeling of inflammation in your joints and muscles. It's just my quiet way of helping out. Okay, let's be real for a second. I'm an old root. I've been around for ages, and I've heard all sorts of stories about what I can and can't do. So let's get down to earth and talk about what modern science actually has to say.
It's really important to me that you know the real me, you know?
So, where does the science really back me up? Well, for calming nausea, the evidence is super strong. I mean, scientists have seen me work wonders for everything from morning sickness and motion sickness to even the nausea that comes with chemotherapy. When it comes to digestion, the evidence is pretty solid too. I definitely help your stomach empty out faster. And for inflammation, the evidence is what they call modest, but it's really promising. I can help dial down some of those markers of inflammation in the body. Right, so it's good to know the difference between where I'm the star of the show and where I'm more of a supportive teammate, you know? I absolutely shine when it comes to nausea relief, helping out with digestion and my anti-inflammatory action. In other areas, like maybe helping with blood sugar or heart health, scientists see me as a promising helper, but they're still doing their homework to figure out my full potential. So we'll see. And look, this is probably the most important thing I can tell you. I am a helpful friend, not a miracle cure. I'm here to support your wellness, to be a small, helpful part of your healthy lifestyle, but I am not a magic bullet. I'm not a replacement for professional medical advice or treatment. I'm just a humble root from the earth, and I'm here to help where I can. So, with all that said, how can we be friends? How can you bring me into your life in a way that's safe and, actually beneficial? It's pretty simple, honestly. A good rule of thumb for most adults is to stick to about 4 grams a day, give or take. And you're probably wondering, what does that even look like? Well, it's easy. It's about a 1-inch piece of meat fresh from the root, or about 1 teaspoon if I'm ground up. That's a great daily amount to get my benefits without going overboard. Remember, moderation is always the key. So, what's the best way to get started? It's easy. Just start simple. Add meat to things you already love, like your cooking and your teas. A little bit, used consistently, is way better than a giant megadose every once in a while. And most importantly, listen to your body. See how you feel. And hey, if you're thinking about taking me in a high-dose supplement form, please do me a favor and have a quick chat with a professional first, okay? And as your friend, I've got to give you a gentle heads up. Too much of a good thing, right? Sometimes too much of me can cause a little mild heartburn or an upset stomach. And some people really need to be extra careful, especially with high-dose supplements. I'm talking about anyone with gallstones, a bleeding disorder, or who's on blood thinners. Same goes if you're pregnant or managing a cardiovascular condition. For you guys, it's best to just enjoy me and your food and definitely check with a doctor before taking any supplements. Your safety is what matters most to me, truly. Wow, my journey has been a long one, huh? From a little-known root hidden away in Southeast Asia to a familiar friend right there in your kitchen. And through all that time, I've learned a few simple truths I'd love to share with you as we wrap up. This world is so full of loud promises and quick fixes, isn't it? But I really believe that true wellness is, well, it's simpler than all that. It's about balance. It's about listening closely to the quiet whispers that come from the earth. And I'm just one of those whispers. So I hope you'll use me wisely, enjoy my warmth, and let me be a small, spicy, and supportive part of your own incredible story. Thanks for listening.